Welcome to GOM's Tech Talks, your gateway to tech learning. In growth journey.
Hello everyone, welcome to the show. So we are going to discuss about the Scopus-indexed journal. So this is what like most are expecting, and there are a lot of changes which are happening. Okay, so we are going to see all these things here. Okay, so let me just share my screen. Okay, give me a second. Yes, so here you go. This is the extended list of Scopus. Okay, this is recently they have published. This is on December 2024. So I'm getting a lot of questions regarding this, like asking for what is the date and why it is like December 2024, why it is not updated, and what is the extension like, because we have a 2025 list right as well, right? So why it's not updated? So a lot of questions are coming um, from the researchers. So today I'm just going to address those questions here, and also let us just try to share. I'll just there are a lot of questions from the learners as well. Let me just share like what I am just going to discuss today. I'll be covering all the questions asked by few of the subscribers here. Okay, so you can see that. Okay, so can you tell me the agriculture related journal? And if you are asking like, ma'am, could you please upload new videos on the Scopus Index journal on computer science? Let us try to see one by one whether it's there, it's updated to 2025. Okay, we'll be exploring lively, and if you have any questions in between, you can just ask me here. That is also possible. I just wanted to quickly address few questions first related to the Scopus specifically. Okay, I'll be telling you like what are the latest updates and how you should be ready with all these things. I'll be telling about these. Also, try to search few journals in front of you, how to search and how to easily filter the Scopus journals. Okay, that is what we are going to discuss. Um, Welcome to my channel. This is Gomstech. I'm Gomati, Dr. Gomati, and this is Gomstech Talks channel. If you forget to subscribe to this channel, please go ahead and subscribe here. You can find a lot of useful playlist for your research journey. Okay, so this is what the first thing which I want to mention. So you can find a lot of useful playlist here. Okay, so if you just go ahead with all about research, here you can see all about research, and you can find in the SCI and Scopus-indexed journals here, these things which are help to support you. Okay, and I'm conducting an upcoming webinar on plagiarism free research, that is strategies and AI tools. If you wanted to learn about the strategy and AI tools, you can just join here. And only 18 seats, because a lot are showing interest on this. Because previously I have conducted a session on AI tools for research, okay, where I got a lot of excellent feedback from the learners. So based on their feedback, I have planned this upcoming webinar as well. So if you want to join, please go ahead and join here. I'll be just sharing this link in the description. So if you wanted to join here, you can please go ahead. Okay, so I'm just sharing the link in the description. Click here and join. So, first thing I want to tell you is what this is a Scopus, and those who are looking to publish your article in the journal, in the Scopus Index journal. So even if it is a UGC care journal, that too redirect you to the Scopus. Okay, so few journals which will be redirecting you to the Scopus, and few and Web of Science journals as well will be redirecting you to this journal again. Okay, so it's always good to just go ahead and check for the Scopus Index journal here. That is what my first suggestions which I can say. And if you want to download, this is I'll be just sharing the Scopus Excel file here. Okay, you can download the Scopus Excel file from here, updated list from here. Okay, if you have any questions, you can just leave your questions in the comment section. I'll be happy to address those questions, and you can watch the thing here as well. Okay, so yes, let us just proceed. I'll reshare my screen for the Excel file which we are going to see, right? So let me just reshare my screen here. So I'll first tell you like how to see this file, like Excel file, how to interpret this Excel file, because many are asking, ma'am, why they haven't updated for the 2025. And here under this, you can see that they have mentioned like it's a 2024 list. Like I hope you all can see here, right? It's mentioned like 2024. So many are asking why they haven't updated for 2025. So I'll be answering this question, and if you have any other general questions related to the Scopus, you can also ask me here. Okay, because here I am happy to help you about the Scopus journals. Okay. So yes, so the first thing which you want to see is what the Scopus sources, which are accepted titles. Okay, so this second sheet, I hope you can see my screen. The second sheet is also very important here. Like this sheet also tells you about what are these journals, and when it is actually updated every quarter. You can see the Scopus will be showing you the list. Okay, whether it is updated or not, everything they'll be telling you. So you should always check this. Okay, first you should always check this. And according to me, they are updating it every quarter, like quarterly they are updating. Okay, so you should always go to the source list and download it. So all this update, I'll be adding that in my blog. So you can just follow my blog if you wanted to see all these updated Scopus and everything. Okay, so I'm just leaving my blog link as well here. So if you wanted to see, if you wanted to join, you can also see here. It's all completely free. Okay, and you can see these are the discontinued title list and serial conferences, all conference proceedings, more information on medicines. So these things you don't want to worry about. Just go back and click on the Scopus source December 2024. Okay, so once if you click this December 4, 2024, the first thing you have to see is for the coverage. Okay, let me just make it bigger. So you can see here the coverage, and it is mentioning like this too is very important. you know these two things are really important, because active or inactive, they're asking for active or inactive, and also the coverage, like which year. So which year they're applying to, from which year to which year it is there. Okay, so let me just tell you how to filter this. Okay, just go to the top, you can find here the top. Okay, and just click here filter. So you can see the filter option available. Just click on this and enable this active or inactive. you know you can see here this is active or inactive, so just make this active and click OK. Okay, so now you are here, it's showing that it's active. Okay, now you can see what is the coverage here. It's another important aspect, like what is the coverage and what year, till what year they have accepted. Okay, so here you can see that few things, they have updated till 2025, and few are just till 2024. Might be they have recently, in from December they have added that. Okay, so December 2024 they have updated, but not extended up to 2025, and they haven't added. Okay, so first thing you have to focus on, it's always good, it's always good to go ahead with the 2025 extended list of journal. Okay, why it is always good? Because sometimes, if they are not making it as active, so even if you have already submitted, you will not be in the danger. Because and you may also have a question like, why Scopus is always updating this? Why? What is the purpose of always updating this? Because there are a lot of cloned journal which is also coming in, and Scopus wants to be very careful in order to handle these things. Like how to just go ahead and manage all these cloned journals. And if you are not aware of this clone journal, you can just go ahead and watch my playlist. So here, there I have clearly mentioned about how to just go ahead and look into the cloned journals. Okay, so once if you just click on these things, I always recommend you to just follow this 2025 extended, and I'll also allow you to just go ahead and enable this 2025 extended journals only. So you can just search here for 2025, and only those things, those journals which are extended up to 2025, you can see here. Okay, and if you just scroll towards the right, you can see like where it is, whether it's a source type is the journal. Okay, you have other source types as well, like whether it's a book series or the journal or the trade. You can also find that. Okay, you can just make it as a journal. Okay, and then you just scroll towards the right, any other related publisher, who's the publisher. If you're very specific about the publisher, you can also just go ahead and search for the publishers as well. Okay, and you can just even more scroll towards the thing. So this is what the important aspect which you should definitely look into. Okay, what are the important aspects here is what, top level life sciences, life science related journals are here, subject related journals are here, physical science, health science, general, agriculture and biological science, arts and humanities. So we have this subject. Okay, the main thing is what, you can go ahead and choose a subject and see what are the journals which are relevant to your domain. Okay, so yeah, I got questions from Jana. So sorry, just I'm seeing your comment. I was like looking into the Excel file. Okay, how is the strategy you have been followed while past publishing in the Scopus journal? It's a it's like to talk about the Scopus journal. Like nowadays we have a lot of databases which are coming in. Previously, when I was doing my PhD, I think between 2015 to 2019, there was no much awareness about Scopus, frank to say, and we'll be struggling. Like they won't update properly. Sometimes we will be held up with the cloned journal. Like what I'll be doing is what, whenever I initially, before starting my PhD, but like before getting acceptance from my PhD guide, I just planned my complete PhD journey, like when I'll be starting and what are the stages. I planned that I have to publish a Scopus index journal. Is like I have to publish my article for every stage of my PhD. Okay, for example, if I'm creating my introduction, I have to publish one article for introduction, one article for literature review, one article for the implementation, like that. So I always used to, whenever I see something new and I feel that, okay, this article is really telling a big thing, what I will do is I will just note it down in a paper. Okay. And I will focus on that and start writing. So everything previously, we don't have any AI or something, right? So I'll be writing everything. So within a week, I started to write an article. Okay, that is what my fast publication is all about. Like within a week. So initially, I will just fix my heading, and then I will prepare all the diagrams and tables which are relevant to the topic, and then I will explain and expand the diagram and everything. Okay, this is what the strategy I used to follow. Whenever I see any article, to summarize, whenever I see any article, I will just make it. I will make a note of it, the key points, and I will keep that in my mind. Like I will just enhance. And since there is no AI, there was no AI. Everything comes to the writing. So I used to publish within 1 week. I found the strategy while attending a conference. That gave me a lot of confidence. And what are the effective methods of writing research paper in 1 month's time? So now, actually, this I can tell you this AI era, is giving you much more add-on. Like you can write a research paper even within a week of time. Like within a 1 month of time. Yes, the first thing is you can allocate your first week. If you are aware of your research problem, and if you already know how your research is going to go ahead with, or your research problem, you can just do the literature review in first week. Okay, and in the second week you have to explore like what um, type of tools you're going to just use it, tools or algorithm. I did my PhD in machine learning and data analytics, so I will just relate to that. So the first week is for the literature review. Okay, I'm just adding it here. So within a month, which means that first week, okay, first week you can go for literature review. Okay, and the second week you have to plan your algorithm which you're going to use it for your use it for your research algorithm. And you can also think about any tools or anything. Okay, so that is what the second one, algorithms and tools. And the third week, what you should do is what you should start understanding. Okay, implementing and experimenting and making recording it. Okay, and fourth is what, plan all your tables. What are the tables which you are going to create it, and also you should go ahead with what are the diagrams which you want to create, do it. And finally you can just draft and complete everything. This is how. So this flow will work only if you are aware of your problem domain, like problem specification, which you're going to try, like which you're going to do the thing. Okay, I hope this answers your question. uh, okay, so the next question, how to check quickly plagiarism while using a journal. Check quickly plagiarism while using journals. Okay, while using journals, you cannot quickly check the plagiarism. So journals is like you are uploading your article. But in order to check the plagiarism, there are various tools, and I recommend you to please join my upcoming how to check the plagiarism. That is what I'm going to talk in my upcoming webinar. Okay, I recommend you to please join here. I'm just leaving the link in the comment section. So there you can definitely find all the useful AI tools which you can use it for the plagiarism. Okay. Kaushalya, hi Kaushalya, glad to see you here, and hi Jana. Whether AI tools will be helpful for writing journals? It's a tricky and a great question, Jana. That like I always prefer not to rely completely on AI because since it's not a natural intelligence, it's an artificial intelligence, right? So you cannot expect the exact thing from the AI. Okay, you can use AI as a support system, not you cannot completely depend on AI. Okay, don't allow AI to write it for you, or don't allow AI to handle your complete research. That actually won't work. Okay, so what I can suggest you is what you can use sometimes, like a few definitions. If you see data mining, what is data mining? It's default. Like you have to write exactly what is data mining there, you know, like so those definitions and Newton laws will be there, right? Like physical laws and chemistry laws, something. So those things you cannot change it. Like we have to write it, but of course that will show you as a plagiarism. What I can recommend you is use AI to change the or rewrite that particular definition or something for you. But don't rely completely on AI for your complete research, because that will that will not give you the 100 percentage result outcome. Okay, and how much percentage of plagiarism will be accepted if have using AI tools? So the plagiarism acceptance is completely depend on the journals. Like a few journals will accept only 10 percentage plagiarism. Few journals will accept only 2 percentage plagiarism. So if you're planning to publish it into the journals, so it depends on journal to journal. You can find that information in the journal about page. Okay, about the page or page or the instructions to the author. I will be explaining that. Okay, I'll tell you like where to go ahead and search for the plagiarism. And if you're talking about the accepted plagiarism percentage for submitting your thesis or submitting your synopsis, that too depend on university to university. Okay, when I submitted my thesis and synopsis in my university, so they accepted only 20 percentage of plagiarism. And of course the 20 percentage will be your self plagiarism. Self plagiarism in the sense you might have published already a few papers, as an published it in the journal. Anyhow you have to cite that, you have to refer to that, right? So that will become a self plagiarism. So I got like I think 12 percentage, which is a self plagiarism. So they accepted it. Okay, they will accept only 20 to 30. Accepted, I think, is 20, I think. Okay, so they will not accept more than that. AI tools does not write too much research strategy. What if price? Good quality. Yes, correct. Kaushlia, are you asking question to me or whether you have answer to Jana's question? Because I thought like, okay, your reply, it feels like you are replying to Jana. And if you have any question, you can again let me know. Okay. Okay, difference between paid AI tools versus free AI tools. Which is one effective and what is your preference? Okay. Jana, difference between the paid and unpaid is what? Paid AI tools will allow you to write, rewrite, or anything with a limited time or with a limited tokens. Like you can generate only a few paragraphs, or you can generate only a few words. That is what possible with the paid one, sorry, limited one. Free AI tools always has some limitations. You cannot expect for the 100% like you cannot expect it to give you a big or full length of your synopsis or a thesis or a research or something. But if you talk about the paid AI tools, you can try it like it is. You can try many tokens, probably like 10,000 tokens a day or 20,000 tokens a day. you know like that is possible with the free AI tools. sorry, paid AI tools. Okay, paid means you have some more premium capabilities to try it out. They may have some additional things, like they you can just try it with some extra apps or something, but free AI tools does not come with any additional properties, okay, additional features. So I won't recommend AI completely for your synopsis or thesis, but I am conducting a lot of webinar for how to use this wisely. You know, like how to use your AI and everything wisely. So I recommend you to join this webinar if you wanted to. If you want to see, or if you want to recommend it to someone else, yes, you can also do that. Okay, so that is what my recommendation here. I recommend you to please join um, my upcoming webinar here. Okay, so here I talked about like how to use the AI tools. Previously I have conducted how to use AI tools for your research, and I'm planning to conduct more in the upcoming months. So if you want to join, you can also do it here. I'll just share this link in the description, in the comment. Sorry. So the next question: share any experiences on your thesis submission process. Okay, it's when I submitted my thesis, it was during a COVID period, you know, like that is before COVID, 1 month before my COVID. Okay. Um, so the process is you have to submit the synopsis, and within 6 months you have to submit your thesis. Of course, my all the things are ready. Okay. When I was about to submit my synopsis, my thesis is also ready. I have submitted everything before 6 months, like given time, before 6 months of the given time. The only thing is like you have to be very careful. We have to submit nearly 6 to 8 copies. Okay, we have to submit some 6 to 8 copies here. So what happens when you are just trying to make it as multiple copies? I can recommend you, if you have to give one copy to your PhD guide, one copy to the external guide who is going to see you, like who is going to conduct a final doctoral committee meeting for you. No, final viva was for you, and one will be submitted to the university, and fourth one should be sent to the reviewer. 2 to 3 reviewers will be there. Okay, so you need to submit 6 copies. So I made 3 copies as a colored one and 3 copies as the blank one. You have to plan accordingly. And the ultimate and very toughest job is to properly make your thesis with a proper formatting and proper indentation. Okay, that is what I can say. So I recommend everyone, whenever you're writing your whenever you're writing your article, you know, you have to simultaneously start writing your thesis. Keep that in mind. And always, you know, like you can use Google Docs or Word to properly align it. Like many people are not aware of this. You don't need to spend much time. It's very simple. You have to just format. The formatting is very simple. Okay. So the thesis submission process, and to make it very easy, I request you to just what I request you is what, like, start your thesis when you start your first article. When you start writing your first article, it is always good to start your thesis on that time. Okay, so I recommend you to do that. And the thesis submission was little ease for me compared with others, because I parallelly did all these things. And the process is like, as I told, when you submit your synopsis, within 6 months you have to submit your thesis. Okay, and within that month you have to do all the bindings, get the approval from, you have to get the sign from the COE, your which university you are doing. You have to get the approval from the that particular head of the department, your COEs and controller of examination, your guide, you know, all these signatures, and you have to record it. You have to make a copy in a CD. You have to do multiple copies in the CD. like you have to be very careful in doing all these stuffs. So this is what the process actually. Okay. And that was really a very challenging and life changing experience for me. And when the final reviewer told me that you are now, from now onwards, you can be called as a Dr. Gomati. So that day, that moment, it was really like everlasting moment for me. So share some free journals to publish. Sure, Jana, I'll be sharing the free journals. But what I can recommend you is, like, please wait for few more days, because as I showed, they are since updating the Scopus journal. Even if I recommend something today, that might be removed from the Scopus. Okay, so what I can recommend you is just keep on seeing this particular playlist, which will help you. you know like you can see that. uh Sami Panusha, sorry, hi Usha. Can you guide how to write journal in a proper way? Definitely, Usha. But this is in this particular live session is for completely about the Scopus-indexed journal. I'll just keep this in my mind. Let me just create another live session on how to write this particular, like how to properly write a journal. Like which method you have to follow. I told a overview of the method. If you want a detailed method, I can also share that in another live session. Write journal in a proper way, right? Yes. So first thing, the first strategy is what, to start with, you have to first finalize your heading. Okay, like what you are going to do, whether it is a literature review. Okay, if you're going to plan the literature review, so I'll just start writing here in the whiteboard. Okay, so first thing you have to plan is what the literature, whether what type of article you're going to write. Okay, so that one you have to plan it. Let me just start it here. So first step is, like, plan the type of article, whether it is research paper, uh, or you can think about the implementation paper, or a research, or a literature review, that is a review paper. What? Okay, so you have to plan this first. And then once you have planned this, the important thing you have to go ahead is what you have to collect. What are the literature review? Anyhow, if it is a review paper or an implementation paper, you have to tell what reference you made you to write this, right? So you have to be ready with the literature review. Okay, and then you should create all your tables and diagrams. Okay, what are the tables and diagrams you're going to planning to implement? Like if it is an implementation paper, you will definitely have a comparison chart. Okay, comparison chart of, if it is an implementation paper, you will be having a comparison chart for your like algorithm. You'll be comparing the algorithm. For example, algorithm comparison, or a tool comparison. Like which one you are going to do it. And the second one is what you can, if it is a review paper, you can compare the multiple papers, like literary articles which is already published. Okay, so this is the table. This I'm talking about the table, and then you can plan the diagram. Which one? If it is a implementation paper, you can plan for a workflow diagram. Or else if you're planning for the review paper, it may be something like is general flow chart or something. And then you should add your results. If you have any results, if you want to add some observations or result, you can add this. And then you have to go ahead with the abstract, like what you're going to write it, and then introduction, etc., etc. This is what will be my flow. So I'll be collecting all these things within a week, and then I will start writing and completing these things within a day. Okay, this is how it will be. So you can plan like how you're going to do it, and if you want the exact strategy, starting from the if you want me to write a paper in front of you, let us plan it in a different live session. Okay, this live session is completely to discuss about the Scopus. So that is what. Jana, saw in your profiling research awardee. Share your thoughts on this. Yes, Jana. Yes, sure. So it's during my research, like I recommend everyone to not go with the same set of research. Okay, this is a small intro I just wanted to give you. Why? Because I could see a lot of cancer related research, a lot of um, what to say, a lot of diabetes related to issue. Okay, so everything, like all these types of research will be this research are used, like always they are doing it. Okay, so don't do this. Choose this, in order to become a young researcher awardee. uh, what you have to do, choose is what something unique and something distinct. Okay, so that is the first one. Don't go behind something who is already doing. So you can just first choose which one is unique here. Okay, so that is my first recommendation. Unique idea and unique problem specification. So if you just go ahead and Google and just type about data mining to predict lupus. Okay, so once if you type data mining to predict lupus, you can see that the very first paper is by me. I have written this paper, and that too in 2014. And guess what? During 2014, I haven't even enrolled into PhD. Okay, this is what my first thing. When I enter into, if I am just if I am just trying to connect with my guide, I should tell that I have already published a paper in the Scopus. Okay, that is what my ultimate aim before entering into the thing. So here you can see 2014, I have already published this one, and you can see that when I type data mining data mining to predict lupus, you can see this is this is the thing which is coming first. And you can also see that the second paper is also mine. Okay, and you can see that the upcoming papers of by someone else. And this is the paper. This is my book which I have published on my thesis about my thesis. Okay, so the very first thing to get the young researcher award is what? Choose something unique. Don't always go behind some already doing. Someone is doing on cancer. Many are doing on what to say, on diabetes. Many are doing on autism. But what is unique? Which one is not most widely done? So you have to choose that. Okay, that is my first recommendation. And you have to complete that. You can see here, this is my guide. Okay, she's very supportive, and she always like respond immediately. And you can see here that I have published, even before this I have published one more paper. Okay, so that this is what. So this is my first thing, and no one thought about the lupus. And of course, when I just went to ask for the doctor's opinion about lupus, like many people, many doctors even don't know what is lupus because they are the clinical doctors, like only doctors who are in multi-specialty hospital, they are aware of this, and many doctors who don't, like, they are not concentrating on these things. So the first thing to become a young researcher is what? Choose a unique thing. And the second thing which brings me this is what? I have implemented a tool. You have to show something different, as I told. So unique domain or topic or problem specification. Okay, and it is a interdisciplinary. I haven't just went with the a single thing. 1 minute, 1 minute, just give me a second. So sorry for the trouble. So first thing is like you have to be very unique, and the second thing is you have to go ahead with the interdisciplinary. What is this interdisciplinary? Not doing your research in a single domain. Okay, I just chose a medical domain, like a disease which is a lupus, and then I have integrated with my IT. Okay, so that is how this interdisciplinary comes into the picture, data mining. So integrating this, I have designed a tool. The tool, I have designed a tool to predict the disease. You know, I thought of implementing that tool in a hospital and to check. But the problem is, um, they already, all the hospitals, they already have a tool, not for predicting the lupus disease, but for multiple diseases, like for the common diseases. If you say, like we can think about the common diseases, you know, um, common diseases like flu and chicken pox or something. So because they already have the tool, they don't want to accept this. So what I did is, what I just submitted the tool to the Asia and India Book of Records, so they have accepted it. Okay, so for that, because I have already received these tools, right, like I have already received these awards, so they issued this Young Researcher Award. This is what throughout the Young Research Award things, Jana. And Samya Panusha, which one you are asking? Is it free? I don't understand. Can you please let me know which one you are asking free? Are you specific about any journals or something? Okay. Meanwhile, others ask any question. I'm just moving on to discussing about the Scopus. You know, like okay. So. So Scopus. So here, if you just click here Scopus, you can see sources, right? You can see the sources here. Just go ahead and click on the sources. So once it is launched, you know, you can see how to filter the Scopus, you know, like how to filter the journals for you. So first thing, choose your journal wisely, because many people will not see like which journal suits your article. Okay, that is very important. You have to check which journal exactly suits your article. So on the left side, you can see a filter. Okay, if you want to go ahead with the subject area, yes, you can go ahead with. Or if you want to just check for the title, yes, you can also do that. Okay, and you can see that if you have any other publisher, if you want to just go ahead with the publisher, you can also go ahead with the publisher. So there are various options there. Let me just go ahead with the subject area, and if you just check for computer science. Okay, I'm just typing computer science. So you can see for computer science, you have all these options like computer science miscellaneous, computer science application, general computer science, earth in computer science in earth science, and theoretical computer science. So you have these journals, right? So you can opt for anything. Okay. Likewise, I just wanted you to just go ahead and search from the Excel file. Let me just reshare my screen. Um, for the Excel file here. Okay. Okay, I hope you can see my screen, and from here you can just select which one you wanted to go ahead with, because I have already, what I did is what I have um, shared this, like filtered this, right? I have already filtered this, so you can either go with that, okay, or else you can also go ahead and search directly there. So let us just click here, like this is 2021, 2025. If you want to look for the computer science, you know, you can just come towards the right end. Okay, if you have any questions, please leave those questions in the comment section. I will be happy to help you. So if you want to look for social science, you can just filter here, show social science, and which one you want to go ahead with. Okay, so let me search for computer science here, and neuroscience, mathematics. engineering. I think under engineering, yes, here it is, your computer science. Okay, I'll just remove this blank and click a computer science. So everything, whatever meets computer science will be here. Okay, so now you can see there are nearly 318 computer science journals which are now available for, which are extended for 2025 as well. Okay, that is what we are just seeing here. So from here you can just go ahead and search for it. And if you want to further what to say, filter from the publisher, you can also do that. Just go ahead and search for the publisher and then do it. Okay, let me again, let me just reshare the Scopus. Okay, the Scopus journal, where I'll be searching from there, from the list. Okay, so I'm going to search one thing called Advanced Science and Technology Research Journal. Okay, so just check here title and check for Advanced in Science and Technology Research Journal. Okay, so once if you click this Advanced Science and Research Technology and find the source, you can see this is what. Okay, this is a journal. Just click on this journal and look into like who is the publisher. The first thing you have to check is what, who is the publisher. Okay, so this is what the first thing you have to see. And the second one is what, like already we have checked this whether it is extended or not, so you don't want to worry about it. So here this is the another one, whether it is extended. And finally you have to look into the subject area. Okay, you have to check this whether it is still indexed in Scopus. Okay, anyhow you have already checked it there. Before submitting your article, I always recommend you to check it again. Okay, so here you can see it's engineering. Okay, it's showing that it is engineering and general engineering, material science. And also you can check that you can check that environmental science, computer science in general. Okay, so here you can see which one you have to go ahead with. Okay, so whether if your article is related to any of these, is under the scope, okay, you can just go ahead, just click on this, select this, right click. If you just right click and search for the Google, it will open advanced in science and technology. Check for cross check here, and you can also see whether it is the same publisher. Click there, and you have to check for important things here. Okay, the first important thing is what, the ISSN number. So you have to check the ISSN number. Check this ISSN number here, 22998624, and this is also same, 22998624. Okay, and you can also cross check the publisher. If they have mentioned about the publishers here somewhere, you can cross check here. Okay, and it's a Q3 journal. It's a Q3 journal, and you can see site score and everything here. Okay, and in the right side you can find instructions for the authors, like what are the instructions for the authors and everything. Okay, always I recommend you to just go ahead and check the about the journal. What is all about the journal, like what is the acceptance score, what is the rejection score, or yes, if you know the acceptance score, it's fine. Okay, so you can just go ahead and check it here, advances in computer science, science and technology. All articles are published in full in English. Okay, this is important, another important thing. Okay, what is the first one which you have to see is what, okay, when you are publishing your journal, keep um, important to check before you publish. Okay, so keep these things in mind before you not publish, before you submit your article to the journal. Okay, what you have to keep in mind, the first one, check for the Scopus coverage. Okay, Scopus coverage year is very, very important. This you have to check. And the next one, which is very, very important, next thing is what, the scope of the journal. Okay, what is the scope of the journal? This is what I have showed. like how to go ahead and find this is the scope of the journal, which is a subject area. If you couldn't find it here, they'll be giving you an overview. Okay, it will be an overview, just an overview. So you can also find the complete scope of the journal here. Okay, in the about the journal. So where to check this? You can just check this in the about the journal. Okay, so you can find it here. And the next important thing which you have to see is what, once you open it, you have to see in which language they are publishing. Okay, that is another important, because whether you are planning to publish that in the same language. Okay, language, publication language. Okay, which language they are publishing. And then next one which you want to see is what, whether they are charging something. Okay, of course you have to check for the abstracting indexing, but we just came from the Scopus, right? So you can just leave this. So you can just go ahead and check for the instructions to the author, where you can find this other important details, instructions to the authors, or sometimes they'll be adding this article processing charge. If you just click on this article processing charge, you can see here all authors have the same rules in the evaluation procedure, regardless of the seniority and nationality. This also signifies that we can't waive reduce payment in any case. So they are asking you 400 USD to publish your approved journal. Okay, okay, and you can see here that it's completely open access policy. So of course you have to pay this APC. So the another important thing which you have to see is what APC charges. Yes or no? Okay, yes or no. This you have to see. Why? Because you have to check whether you can afford. Okay, this is the important thing. If you are doing your research, like if you are publishing it, and you have some sponsors to publish this, you can, yes, anyhow you can just go ahead and do that. Okay, that is another case. You can share, you can ask the sponsor. Sometimes few people will be getting the sponsors from the government, they can get the sponsors from the agency. So it's completely up to individuals, like how they are planning to get the sponsors and everything. Okay, so you have to decide like whether you want to publish, whether this APC works fine for you. Okay, that is important. And you can see here that, okay, how to make the payment and everything. An important thing is you have to go and check the instructions to the author. After all these, if everything goes well and you are perfectly planning to submit your article in this particular journal, you have to start your write your article with the template provided. Okay, journal, every journal has its own template, the paper template, article template which you want to submit. So you can down some few journals, they'll be giving you the template. You can simply click here and download it. Okay, few they will not provide you the template. Okay, you have to format the template according to their written statement. They'll be giving you some written, like how the template should be, extra etc. So you can see here that this is the submission and what is the terms of the submission. Okay, so only one publication of the same author or a team of the authors may be included. Okay, journal publishes the original research only, and they are not accepting the survey. Okay, so this is another important thing, journal. And also you have to check what type of journal you can publish. Okay, what type of journal, sorry, what type of article. So here, what is that article? Sometimes it's a survey based, that is a survey based in the sense literature review. Okay, and sometimes this may be like implementation. They are accepting only the implementation, a part of a book, like they will be. So here they have clearly mentioned, we do not accept the publication questionnaire based research or the survey analysis as well. They are only accepting the research or review papers, that is they are accepting literature review paper but not any survey. Got it? And I think I'm answering Jana's question here. Okay, so he asked for a question that how many plagiarism is accepted. Okay, so what is a plagiarism percentage? So here you can see that this particular journal is accepting only 25 percentage. Okay, and after the submission of your paper, they will use Authenticate. Authenticate is a tool which is used to process your paper and check for the plagiarism. Okay, so the overall similarity must not exceed 25 percentage, and the single paper similarity must not exceed 5 percentage. What do you mean by this? See, if you have 5 papers in your if you are submitting an article with the 5 papers, okay, so your individual paper, the first page should have only 5% similarity. It should not exceed 5% similarity. Okay, that is what they're asking. And the overall thing is should not exceed the 25% similarity. Okay, so important thing which you have to next check is what is the type of what plagiarism percentage, okay, accepted by the article. So yes, this is also given, and the content of the article, the text body should not be formatted. Okay, what is a volume? What is the accepted pages? That is another important thing. How many pages are accepted by them? You know, you can just add accepted pages. Okay, how many pages they are accepting? So here, according to this particular journal, they are just accepting 20 pages. Okay, and for this 20 pages you have to pay. Even if it is 5 pages, you have to pay this amount. Okay, $400. Even if it is 20 pages, you have to pay this $400. Okay, peer review, they will be having the reviewers. They will just share your article with the reviewers and they will check for it. Okay, that is what the peer review is all about. And then what is this references, how the references should be, whether it should be an MLE type or what type. You know, the references should be a Vancouver guidelines. So what guidelines you have to follow and everything, you can find it from here. And next one is what you can just check for the preparation of figures, like how what type of images you should choose. Okay, what type of images is allowed, so that you can see from here. And how to format your equations, you can check from here. And also you can see what is the disclosure policy and everything. I always recommend you to just go ahead with what type of journals or what type of whatever the journal you are choosing, you have to just look into the author instructions to the authors. Okay, that is very, very important. Other than that, you cannot proceed. Okay, so this is how it goes. Fine. Um, yes, if you have any other questions, you can just ask me in the comment section. I'll be here for another few more minutes, you know, like, so this is what I just wanted to share it with you. And I have these things, these request agricultural journal. I'm just checking whether is there any agricultural journal which are accepted. Give me a second. Okay, let me check for agriculture journal. And only only 5 journals which are now active for 2025. Okay, I'm just showing that in the whiteboard for agricultural journal. What are the 4 journals which are available? Okay, please go ahead and search for it, because you may get the other journals probably after some days, but as of now, for 2025, these are the journals which are available. Okay, so this is the one. And let me just share any journals related to cloud and security. Sure, Jana, just give me a second. I'll just release what are the journals which are there for them. 1 minute. Can you suggest Scopus conference, Monica? Let me just search for the Scopus conference and let us have that, because again, I'm telling you, please wait till for few more days, maybe February, because they will be updating. If you are submitting your paper in the conference now, they might be having the previous list of journals, okay, Scopus journals, that may be removed. So you should not be in a trouble. Please wait for few more days. Okay, I have your comment as a wait list. So let us just hold. Okay, so let us see how it is works. And for computer science, I found 81 computers, sorry, 381 computer science journals. So this is the one journal. Okay, the one journal I have showed it here, right? This is also computer science journal only. Can you please check this whether it is fine for you? Jyotiran, right? Jyotiran, if you need more, please comment it. Okay, so this is the computer science related journal. So this one also we have completed. And ma'am, could you please help me in suggesting the index? So these people asked me before 2 weeks, like suggest some Scopus in the journal takes less than 1 month publication for HRM. Okay, Shuki, right? Shuki, one thing I just want to tell everybody that please don't believe on the publication within a month. Okay, you can fast track, but few journals, the properly, if you want to submit your article in a proper journal, and it should be, if it is like authenticated one, so please just wait for at least 45 days. Okay, so that it will be good. Okay, let me just check for this as well. HRM, right? Shuki, what I can suggest you is what, yes, I will just search for the HRM, but not within a month or something, like within a month. I can recommend you just please wait for some more days. Within a month, I won't recommend you to go ahead with. Let me check for the humanity science. Only few journals are available, and that don't cover all your HRM domain. It is required. I can understand it is required by your institution immediately, but anyhow, the Scopus has to update, right? I cannot leave you in a trouble. Okay. Shifa Shamin, like literature. I think you're talking about English literature, right, Shifa? I'm just, let me just go ahead with, I think it comes under arts and humanities. Because other things, either it should come under arts and humanities or languages, but I couldn't see any languages here. I'm just cross-checking with the Excel file. Okay, so I couldn't see any thing here. So just give me a second. Okay, thank you, Suresh. Thank you so much. Jana, 1 minute. Just hold on. I'm just seeing. Okay. Meanwhile, if anyone is willing to join the AI tools, you can just join here. Just leaving the information. Sure, Rusha. You can just connect with me through the YouTube as well. Just comment here in the YouTube like any other video, because this live comment will just go off after I end the session. Okay, I recommend you to just comment it here, and here you can find 200 plus AI prompts for research. I'm just um, giving the link here as well. Okay, so cloud security, right? 1 minute, I will just check for it. Before that, let me just complete 1 minute. Okay, so the acceptance cloud, only this one is pending, right? 1 minute, just give me a second. Literature, I'm just checking it in the Excel file. Okay, so yes, I think it comes under arts and humanities. So whenever, like, many people are posting, ma'am, give me this Scopus or that, whatever it is, just mention the domain. So what is the domain or the subject? Okay, so this subject area, this you have to tell me. What is the subject area you're asking for? Then only I can understand. Okay, literature and yes, it comes under arts and humanities, and I have to just look for 2025 um, journal writing research, and let me just for in the Excel file, arts and humanities. Okay, I could see a lot of arts and humanities paper here. Okay, 1 minute. Okay, so let me just quickly search for you. Give me a second. Hmm, I think ABAC journal. Let us just go ahead directly and check here. ABAC journal. ABAC. So let me just check whether it is there. Okay, so this is ABAC journal, and oh god, but here in the Excel file they have mentioned as 2024. Okay, so I have just 1 minute. Just give me a second. Filter, and this should be like 2025. Okay, and arts and humanities should be there, right? 1 minute, let me just check how many papers, sorry, how many journals are here. It's 169 journals are there for a arts and humanities. Okay, so I'll just add a few journals here. Let me just search for literature. Okay, Children's Literature Association quarterly is there. New comparison in world literature, studies in Slavic literature and poetics, world literature today. Okay, so for literature specifically, we have these things. We have a few literature, a few journals available. I'm just clicking on those things. Okay, yes, it's still 2025. Let me just search here. So you can try this and let me know. Just go ahead and try this. Who is this? Shifa Shmi, right? Please go ahead and search for this. And Monica, please wait for a few more days because you're asking for the Scopus. They have to update. We cannot take a risk. Okay. And coming back to uh, Jenna's request, like cloud and cybersecurity. Okay, let me just search for the computer science. Okay, computer science. I'm just searching for computer science here. I'm searching in the Excel file. I hope you can see the Excel file. Okay, I think artificial intelligence. You're asking for cloud, right? Computer and computer decision support, Journal of Cultural Heritage, Journal of Pragmatics, Language and Computers. Okay, so I think we can just go ahead with artificial intelligence and see how it works. Okay. Okay, so let me just go ahead. If you have any other questions, please post it, or else I'll be ending with this, like computer human behavior. So, okay, so it also has arts and humanities as well as the general psychology and human computer interaction. Let me just search for it. Sometimes, they also cover all the computers, like everything which you asked, like cloud as well as the cybersecurity. A few journals will also cover those things. Yes, here they are taking review time for 74 days, and time for the first decision is what, 11 days, and it's for the open access. If you just go ahead and click for aim and the scope, you can see what are the various things they are just covering. Computers from psychological perspective, literature review, software, everything they are just doing the form. Okay, this is completely related to the psychology and everything. Okay, so let me just search for some more else. uh, 1 minute, I'm just trying to filter it out from the Excel. Okay, let me just search for it. I'm filtering in the Excel. Just stay with me for a few more minutes. I'll tell you for the computer science. Um, okay. Okay, for the cybersecurity, we have cybersecurity and applications, which is active. Let me just search here. Okay, so let me just search here, cybersecurity and applications. I think this works for your cybersecurity. Okay, so it's computer science miscellaneous. So they have mentioned about the miscellaneous, which means that you can also publish it for cloud if you have a cloud-based article. This is also for computer networks and communication and information system and the computer science application. So let me just search here and click on. So this is the one. Like this is cybersecurity, which is key AI. So it is taking 121 days, at least 15 days of review time, and 10 days for the first decision. You can. I think it's free to publish. Okay, and if you just go ahead with the aim and scope, you can see that they are just topics of interest include but are not limited. They are mentioning that it is not limited as well, right? So you can see here that you can just go ahead. Okay, so you can see here that you can check here cyber attacks. So all these things are available. Okay, so this is what for cybersecurity. If anybody is having any question, please ask me here. Okay, so I'll stay here for another 5 more minutes. If you have any questions, anything related to the research or the publication, you can just ask me. Which is Health Policy Journal that publishes articles with less time? Prashant, Health Policy Journal. Can you please tell me which is the subject here? Again, I'm telling. If anyone asking me for this, just mention the subject area here. If I just go ahead and type for health policy, I couldn't see any policy. Okay, here you have health policy. I hope you're asking this. Is this the medicine which you're asking, Prashant? Is this related? Because I know about computer science. Okay, something which is out of my scope, I have to cross check. Are you talking about this health policy? Okay, so I'm not sure about the free or within the list time. Anyhow, if you just see, if you directly go ahead and search for it, it is not properly updated, Prashant. Okay, this health policy. We have to just cross check with the Excel. You have to cross check with the Excel file which we have. Health policy, it's under medicine, right? Okay, your article is about health. Okay, let me just share the Excel file, and also I'll tell you like how to. There are few journals which are Prashant. One thing I'm telling you, the 2025 extended list is not completely released. Okay, so has released a few journals which they are updating few things. So that is why I'm telling you. Let me just show you. This is the updated Scopus journal. Okay, I'll find it in front of you so that you will get that confidence. Okay, so here you can see I'm just making only active journals, and that too only 2025. Okay, and if you just scroll towards the right, you can see it comes under medicine, right? Health science, general, agriculture, chemical engineering, decision, medicine. Wait, yes, medicine. So if you just remove the blank, you can see few records, like these are the various, like I think 917 records are there, but Okay, let me just filter it out only the journals. Okay, and also you can, if you want to filter few things, you can also filter that. You can 913 journal, definitely elsewhere will take some time. We can just remove the elsewhere, elsewhere, all the elsewheres we can just remove it, because few elsewhere journals will take some time. So you have only 469 journals as of now. Let us just take something from here. Okay, applied immunohistochemistry and molecular morphology. Let me just try this. Okay, if it is not working out, I'll just tell you. I will give me some time, like I will search for you and let you know, because I have been live for more than an hour. So let me just search here. Okay, so you can see here, this is applied morphology, and search for it. So this is the journal. Let us see whether it is a free journal or what. This is January 2025, and for authors, what is the service? Let us just check here. Or else, if it is not working out this time, uh, they haven't nowhere they have mentioned about the publication fee or something. Let me search for fee. Yes, authors of accepted peer-reviewed articles have the choice to pay fee. Okay, you have a choice, which means that this is a free journal. Okay, I'm just giving this and the link comment. So this is a free journal. Okay, but you have a choice. If you want to make it as an open access, then you can go ahead, or else you can leave it. The article publication charge on acceptance of the article and should be paid. I think they are okay. They are also, if it is an open access, you have to pay. Allow perpetually unrestricted online access to their published. Okay, so if you wanted to access it, you have to pay for that. Okay, so like this, you can just search for it. Okay, then I hope you all had a good time. Um, so this is again, I just want to end with a small note. I will be sharing this. This is also there in the description. Okay, you can find that. If you want to join the upcoming session, which is happening on Saturday, you can join there. Okay, it'll be great to connect with you all there. So if you have any questions, you can just go ahead and check this particular my website. Okay, sorry, my channel here, and you can find all the updated. I'll be adding more videos into this. Also, you can find all about the research. So just click here, and you can watch various Scopus Index journal, which I'll be publishing often. You can find it from there as well. Okay. So any queries, if you have, you can just ask me, comment it here, or else if you want to schedule a personal call with me, you can also do it here. So this is my link. So if you want to schedule a call here, you can connect with me here as well. Um, it's a personal guidance call. If you wanted to connect with me for anything, you can also do this. Any other queries, please connect with me. Thank you. Take care. Bye bye. Have a great day and have a great night. Okay. So bye everyone. I'll meet you in the next week. I'm planning for another live session. I'll meet you there. Bye.